project has as an aim to shed light on the emerging regional order and the geopolitical shifts amid an increasingly volatile and uncertain times. So we knew that was risky to apply for this kind of project in a moment in which everything is changing, and when you say that you are going to do certain things and you have to do those things, but the situation is moving very quickly. And that's why we use this concept of an emerging regional order, something we still don't know how it will look like at the end of the project and how to depict it.
I think that any policy, when it comes to Europe and this part of the world, really has to start from two premises. Premise number one, precisely because we are in such a profound phase and historical moment of shift, transformation and change, is the point about understanding. And understanding really does mean understanding with a much more granular, in a much more granular way, dynamics on the ground, local dynamics on the ground. This is something that, great as they are, EU delegations on their own cannot do, and they can only do in partnership with others. And here I'm obviously talking about academics such as ourselves, yourselves, the policy community, civil society, journalists, whoever it is. Everyone has something to contribute to a more detailed and granular understanding of what is actually happening on the ground in the region.
Well, when we talk about Turkish foreign policy at this stage, we're mostly talking about Turkey's regional policy. And when we also talk about Turkey's regional policy, we're basically talking about Iraq and Syria. And even when we talk about Iraq and Syria, we're basically talking about northern Iraq and northern Syria. And this is the area where Turkey faces all its challenges and crises.
Uprisings of 2011, there was a breakdown of order in very many parts of the region, not all of them, but very many parts of the Middle East and North Africa. And in that vacuum of power, there emerged a number of extremist organizations. As a result, the idea that there is a cosmic struggle between Islam and the West has been reinforced at a global level.
From the border, we are facing a large number of people trying to cross the border. Although recently this is not the case, the flow almost has stopped. Now we have like around 3 million Syrians in Turkey. And actually legally we cannot call them refugees because of the 1971 agreement that, Turkey signed this agreement with an exemption so that we are not calling these people refugees. So there is this they're in limbo as far as their legal status is concerned. They have the temporary protection status.
The idea of these old papers will try to link it to the holistic approach of the MENARA project, and will focus on the regional, how all these conflicts, all these issues affect the regional order. So all the papers will, will make sure that they make a reference to that, and it will be, covering the regional dimension at this work package. And then in the next package, the global, issues will be tackled. So all the work packages together will, put us a whole picture.
Technology that can boost domestic production of food, but also domestic production of water resources, including water recycling, but also desalination. And these are all very important strategies. It can be done, I'm very sure it can be done. However, it needs a coordinated approach over the next few years and decades.